BELLOCRETE Engineering Services. Trust and quality is our standard. Welcome guys once again. This is BELLOCRETE on stamped concrete, on how to repair stamped concrete. Please guys, make sure you give your stamped concrete to those who knows how to do it. Look at how a stamped concrete looks. Look at how worst it is when BELLOCRETE got there. Look at the initial stage. Please guys, beware of who you give your work to. Look at how BELLOCRETE transformed it to a new look. Look at the beautiful look that BELLOCRETE transformed it to. How amazing it is. This is handwork from BELLOCRETE. We do repairs on stamped concrete, polish. If you want to polish your stamped concrete, BELLOCRETE also does that, and production of concrete polish. Welcome guys, this is BELLOCRETE on repair on stamped concrete. This is just an advice to those who appreciate or who admire stamped concrete. Please make sure you look for the right person to give your stamped concrete to. Many people will come as a claim that yes, they've done stamped concrete, show you different pictures which they are available online, but please be sure you're giving your project to the right person. This is a stamped concrete that was done by another artisan, majorly known as bricklayers. They claim to know how to do stamped concrete, but end up doing a very poor job, which the client wasn't happy with. The owner of the house, he had already spent a lot in casting of this concrete. Imagine using 300 bags of cement, of Portland cement, in casting of this concrete, and look at what it ends up in. This is very painful. Most people don't are not aware of those who does stamped concrete but give it to any person. But please, my advice is just make sure you know the person you're giving your stamped concrete to. Make sure the person is reliable. Make sure the person is doing the right thing for you, and please don't look for a cheaper price. BELLOCRETE is affordable, not expensive, but at the same time you get the quality job you're looking for. Stop looking for cheaper price or cheaper product. You end up getting a bad services. This is repair on stamped concrete, and BELLOCRETE is here to come to the rescue to do justice to it, as it was something that all pains the owner of the structure. Is very not happy with this, which I am also not happy with. You can see how rough the work is. They are just joining the work anyhow. Look at waterlog. Look at the how dirty and rough the work is. Cracks, joints not properly used. In fact, the job was so poor, dirty and bad. Please make sure you give your work to the right person. Special thanks to Mr. Isaac and his parents, also, and those in Benin. This is BELLOCRETE in Benin. Those who also have projects in Benin, you can also contact BELLOCRETE. You can come right there to repair your work. This we consider to introduce borderline to this work because the pattern on the floor wasn't too damaged. It was a pattern that wasn't too damaged. So if the pattern was damaged to an unbearable stage, we would have considered recasting the whole concrete, but just managed to, okay, let us still use this pattern and cast and the borderline on it to make it look beautiful. We used a random stone for the borderline. Look at how good the house is, but the owner later ended up in getting someone worse. he wasn't aware on those doing stamp concrete. Look at how beautiful the house is, and look at the stamp concrete, the floor on it is not befitting at all. Uh, but Backrit is here to come to the rescue, to clear off, to repair and make it look nice. This is Backrit once again on stamp concrete. Stay tuned guys, and I'm sure you will enjoy this video. Make sure you click the like button, share and subscribe. This is the way we do the cutting and the design of the floor. We spent almost a day in planning on how to design the floor, and how we cut the floor using the cutting machine, the grinding cutting machine. You can see the way it is being used. We did proper planning on how to design. We make sure the cracks and rough edges fall into the cutting we prepared. This is Backrit. You can see the way we do the cutting using a cutting machine to make sure the edges are smooth and they are straight and neat, because this is what should have been done, introducing a borderline in the beginning before continuing casting the whole work, which wasn't done because they don't know about it. But Backrit was here to do justice to that. This should have been done in the initial casting of the floor, which wasn't done, which makes the concrete to cracks more. Special thanks to Mr. Isaac for giving Backrit the opportunity to come and rectify this and show his talent. I give glory to God on this, and I thank Mr. Isaac, who is also in diaspora, and other people that are in diaspora that patronize Backrit. I thank you all. This is after cutting the line, the border line we introduced with the cutting machine. We started cracking them. A lot of manpower was used in this. We acquired a lot of people to help us in cracking this concrete, because almost 300 bags of cement was used in the casting of this floor. You can imagine how strong and hard it will be. But we tried our best in cracking it out. We employed a lot of people. Special thanks to Mr. Isaac and his parents who helped and assist in this project. We crack out all the places we've cut with the cutting machine using just a hammer and a chisel. Those are what we used in cracking those places out, so that it won't damage other places that wasn't cut. If you had used a bigger instrument like a mallet or more heavier hammer, it would have affected other ones, but we only use hammer and chisel to crack them out, to break them out carefully, so that it won't affect other places. You can see the way we follow the patterns, how straight they are. We make sure they are straight so that it will make the work look more nice. This is after we finish breaking them out, almost done, just few remaining. We've cleared the whole compound, we've knit the whole compound, make sure they are ready for casting. We try to clear and clean. We went back in doing some other cutting, some places that weren't deep enough. We make sure they are deep so that the casting will take a reasonable depth. We went back the fall about 3 days or 4 days in breaking this out. We still furthermore break the one to increase the depth of the one we've broken before. We later achieved a depth of about 3 inches and we cleared the whole compound. BELLOCRETE also does general cleaning. Maybe you just finished constructing your house, you want to move in. BELLOCRETE does general cleaning and fumigating. In case if you want to do that, you can employ or you can call BELLOCRETE on that at affordable price also. We added pig color now to the concrete to make it black. Once the concrete is black already, adding more color now to shine the surface to make it more black. This is also a form of making the concrete to get the color you actually want. You can see the concrete became black itself before adding the color now to it. This is one of the good method of adding color to concrete. These are polish being produced by BELLOCRETE. BELLOCRETE produce concrete polish, acrylic sealer, and also release agent. Color hardener. BELLOCRETE does the production of that. Whenever BELLOCRETE is going for a project, he makes sure he use his own product because he's more satisfied using that. This is polish. This is, you can see, this is BELLOCRETE 20 kg of acrylic concrete sealer, and the previous one was the antique release agent, the gray antique release agent. You can see the black one, that's the gray antique release agent being used for this project. You can see this is BELLOCRETE antique release agent. This is the gray color. We are trying to using the gray color to stamp the concrete because we didn't got the black, but we use something similar to black, which is gray. This antique release agent brings out a unique color that reflects underneath the concrete. It gives a beauty underneath the concrete. It adds to the color underneath the concrete. This is the antique release agent. You spread it with a means of broadcasting, or this is the way the antique release agent is being spread. You have different color. We have the gray color, we have the black color, we have the white color, we have the orange color, we have the brown color. We have the yellow color. Depending on the concrete being the color of the concrete being used, you either use another antique release agent to reflect underneath to make it appear in two colors, or you use the same color of the concrete to make that color more appreciable. It depends on choice or the way you want to do your work. This is a quality antique release agent. Also, the polish color hardener Bakrite provides these materials also. This is the way we stamp. We used the random stone to stamp the border to make it different from the initial. And special thanks to those who help in the project. This is Bakrite in Benin. Those of you who na dey for Benin, do abi how una dey take greet una? Do well, Benin was an interesting place to be. Bakrite can do a project in any place. Location is not the problem. This is Bakrite in Benin on repair on stamp concrete. This is where we are washing. You can see we scrub and scrub, and the release agent didn't come. The color hardener didn't come off. When you use a good color hardener, you'll be rest assured, and the rest of your mind will be at peace. The color hardener didn't wash off. We used a good color hardener. We scrub with just detergent and water. That's where you wash your concrete. You can decide to add a little muriatic acid to wash when that is when it is very dirty, but I decided in using just detergent and water. We started washing the whole compound. We can see how dirty the compound was before, how very dirty it was. We scrubbed, we washed throughout the whole day in washing this whole compound. After casting, you can see the way we wash, we scrub with just detergent and water, and we did justice to that. We wash the whole compound. You can see how dirty the compound is. You can see how dirty the compound is. We finished the casting and we started washing. You can see how dirty the compound is. We washed all through the day. This is the end product after polish of how the concrete later look like. You can see the way Bakrite transformed it from the initial look to this very look. Special thanks once again to Mr. Isaac in diaspora for giving Bakrite the opportunity to display his talent. You can see the way Bakrite did justice, come to the rescue to repair this concrete. Bakrite is very affordable but not cheap. Bakrite is never cheap, but Bakrite is affordable. Please don't look for cheaper price. You can see how beautiful the house is. The color fitting and match We use a dark gray color which match the tiles, the wall, the house, and we use black for the borderline because of the color of the roof and the gutter pipe. We took into consideration a lot of things in the color. You can see the color being used in the in this concrete. We use this color to polish it because we want something very close to the previous color that was on it, which was a dark gray, or let me say a brownish color. That was the normal color of the cement that was used on the concrete, because the concrete didn't come with color before. There wasn't any color on the concrete before when it got there. It was just pure casting with cement. So we did something that will look like that but still come out nice. So this was the color combination we did. You can see it still look like the previous work, but we introduced this color to it. This is a planning from BELLOCRETE, who specialize more on stamp concrete and other field. If you can watch all my videos, if you have been watching my videos, you can see that BELLOCRETE has been doing great on this. This is the end product. This is how we transform the compound from the initial look to this new look, this beautiful new look. BELLOCRETE is also on biodigester, on roof gutter pipe, roof installation, plumbing work, general cleaning. A lot is still coming ahead on BELLOCRETE. BELLOCRETE on stamp concrete for now. This is repair on stamp concrete. This is how we do it. Make sure you subscribe to this channel and like